Passage 3, No Way, by Leah Lott. Even though other countries may embrace eating bugs, most Americans don't. Here are just some of the reasons why people are against eating bugs. Allergies. About 6 million children in the world are allergic to some sort of food. But what about eating bugs? If kids start eating bugs, it is possible that someone will have an allergic reaction? Of course. Even though there isn't a lot of research about eating bugs and allergies, we do know that there are similarities between bugs and sea creatures. So if someone is allergic to mollusks or shellfish, it is advised that they avoid eating bugs. But they aren't the only ones who should be cautious. Everyone is at risk for an allergic reaction. One man from France tried a silkworm for the first time while in China. The only thing he was allergic to was pollen. After trying the bug, he went into anaphylactic shock and was rushed to the hospital. Thankfully, he recovered quickly and didn't die. Serving bugs to the public in the United States is risky because you never know what allergies are going to start occurring. Even entomophagy advocates are hesitant to serve bugs publicly until more research is done. They are worried that if allergic reactions start happening, then people will be even more scared to start eating bugs. Ick. No matter how many times Americans are told that bugs are nutritious and good for the environment, most of them, especially adults, still cringe and say no. Why? Because American culture views bugs as annoying and disgusting. Getting them to think otherwise would be challenging. Once the human mind decides that something is gross, it is very difficult to convince it otherwise. Currently, if you started serving bugs publicly, it would not go smoothly. Several people would be grossed out and feel sick. It's risky to start serving bugs to people freely right now because so many of them, particularly grown-ups, are incredibly grossed out by just the thought of it. Here are some of the things that people on Facebook say about eating bugs. No, thank you. I'm sorry, I'm not going to do that even save my life. You can keep your bugs if that's all we have in the future. I'll become a vegetarian. Nope, I hate insects. Hate their legs, eyes, and the way they look all over. Nope, nope, nope. I tried crickets at a market a while back. I was still gagging 3 hours later, much to the delight of my wife and daughter. Other food sources. Yes, bugs are healthy and can feed humans, but it is not the only food source that can be used to feed people if we run out of meat. Other healthy food sources include meat made out of plants and cheap meal replacement shakes. One interesting solution that isn't ready yet, but will be soon, is culture meat, or clean meat. Simply put, it's meat that is grown in a lab. It might sound impossible or weird, but in 2013, an edible burger was created in a lab. Only a few people got to taste the very expensive burger. It was $330,000, and agreed that it was lacking flavor. However, since then, scientists have been hard at work and are closer than ever to creating meat in a factory that doesn't harm animals and doesn't cost very much. Food companies predict that we are only a few years away from seeing cultured meat in grocery stores. Like farming bugs, creating cultured meat is less resources than raising animals, but will taste and look more familiar to Americans than bugs. Fear of bugs. A lot of people get uncomfortable around insects, but for some people, it's more than just discomfort. Some people are so scared of bugs that they might go through extreme measures to avoid being around them. They constantly clean their house, find excuses to stay inside, or run away when they see one. Some people are only afraid of dead bugs. One girl saw a dead bug in her shower and was so scared that she wouldn't go back in until someone removed the bug and scrubbed out her shower. Another girl said that the reason she is so scared of dead bugs, and only dead bugs, is because the way they look when they are dead. Like all phobias, entophobia should be taken seriously. Children who are afraid of bugs should not be forced to hold or be around them. They should be exposed to bugs gradually and at their own pace. not always easy. Raising and eating bugs isn't always easy. Even people who enjoy eating bugs have mentioned some difficulties. Athena Price, a girl who has been eating bugs ever since she was 13 years old, grows bugs and enjoys eating them. She even has her own website, which provides information on how to raise bugs for food and how to cook them. On her website, it says, "Crickets are escape artists. It is a good idea to put a rock on top of the lid to ensure that you don't accidentally knock it off. It is also a good idea to float the container in a tub of soapy water. Unlike mealworms, it is almost impossible to recapture crickets once they escape, and crickets may start infesting your house if they get out while you're on vacation." Athena also wrote the following: "Crickets' heads, hind legs, and wing cases can be removed according to personal preference. I like doing so, since cricket legs tend to get stuck in your teeth." While visiting Mexico, an American journalist tried chapulines, or grasshoppers. He mentioned that the legs were bothersome and got stuck in his teeth. In order to eat water bugs in Thailand, you have to first remove the hard outer wings and then scoop out all of the meat. For the glossary, here we have anaphylactic shock. It's an extreme, often life-threatening allergic reaction to something. Entomophobia is also known as insectophobia, an abnormal and constant fear of insects.